Hello again, guys. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2. So we just finished up the beginning parts of Besaid, and now we're going to be doing the mission,
Oh,
which
where's
is going to
Papa?
involve a lot of climbing and a lot
He
of
left at
cutscenes.
daybreak. He said something about a cave.
A cave? I wonder what he's up to.
Want us to go find out?
Yeah, there might be fiends.
Thanks. Though I doubt he'd have trouble handling a few fiends. Still, I'm a little worried. It's not like Waka to hide things.
That's funny. I don't remember there being any cave.
I don't know much about it either. Would you mind asking around?
You have to say, of course we will, and then we started the mission. Now, the truth being, there was no cave, but they're just, again, trying to add extra little maps and extra bits of exploration, which I do not mind. And the main thing here is you can actually talk to people in Besaid Village, and they'll give you hints as to where to kind of look. But the mini-map is very good at helping you guys with that anyway. So if you go to the prayer statue, you just press X or C or your action button, and then you collect a number, and that number is 8 in this case. And then you'll see the little pink square there in the minimap. If you then climb up here, you get your next number, which is 7. And then you're basically just running about Besaid Island, looking for the little squares, climbing around,
How about you guys?
and getting the password.
Is aching.
Huh?
Nothing.
So again, Brother is just pining for Yuna, it seems. I don't quite know what else to really say about it other than not ideal, not the best. But what is interesting is that whereas before, you'll remember we got a hidden save sphere and we were able to land at the bottom of these waterfalls to get a really cool weapon for Kamari. Well, the game is now like, well, yeah, Yuna can jump. There's verticality. So it gives you like a little treasure chest down there. And what I should kind of mention, because obviously we're getting to the tail end of chapter 1 now. So what's nice is that each chapter, the chests remain the same. And so that little hidden chest down at the bottom of the waterfalls, that chest will respawn every chapter. So you can get really cool goodies, and they get obviously better as the chapters go on. And so we got another number 2, but then this is where the map is just crazy, because this is all in like the negative space, but you're actually able to jump around, and this is obviously where Tidus got the moon crest. And so I like that they've like left in a little bit of exploration for people that like can know that you can like travel around the corner there and obviously jump around. So that was really, really sweet. And as I say, just I suppose looking at the assets they have and kind of go, okay, well, how do we allow people to move up around these and on these and stuff like that? So again, it again just allows for a bit of a reimagination
That was weird.
with the sequel, you know?
It's nothing.
So I have a feeling, did Brother want to say something again, but then he like chickened out, and our buddies had to be like, why are you being so weird? And like cover for him, we're not sure. But the last and final one, you just run up here, talk to that little statue area, and then where they've hidden the cave, I think is fascinating, because there's a little, and this place was always there, you know, the camera angle like showed it, but there's basically a doorway, and it kind of, you know, highlights it in the camera change, and you basically type in. Now this is different for every save file, so you actually have to go and unlock them, because your save file might be different. Well, will be different. There's a very slim chance it'll actually be the exact same as the one on this video. But here we have found Waka.
We came to check on you.
Is there something in this cave?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? Maybe it's not here, yeah? But I thought, what if? Maybe it's for real. Then again, maybe it never was. Been so long, I'm not sure anymore.
So, You're saying there's something that might be here, and you want to know for sure, right?
Right. But, you see, I want to know, and then I sort of don't want to know.
Oh, man. Make up your mind. What is this thing anyway?
Well, see, I heard there was this old sphere.
A sphere? Of what?
A sphere of, you know. What does it matter? Hey, whoa!
But like, this is where I feel
Sphere
like the
hunters,
girls kind of
remember?
forgot that the only reason they went to Besaid is because Buddy found a
It's as good as
sphere
ours.
here.
All right, go wings. Time for business.
Huh, the Gull-Wings, huh?
So it's like they're so surprised it's a sphere. Now, this little dungeon here, there's literally not an awful lot here, so do not be worrying about it. And the treasures aren't, you know, it's just like potions and stuff, so like we have enough of them really. But yeah, Waka has basically said that there might be something there. He's a memory of an old sphere, but he wants to find it, but maybe not also doesn't want to find it. But basically another interruption from Brother.
Yes, sir. Just ignore him.
And like this is really weird because obviously they're now showing that the little aircom things are there the whole time, and then you're also like, but honey, we nearly dehydrated and died in the desert, and they do sweet nothing to help. And yet they had these little radio comms, and they could have been like, hey, we don't seem to find the little Albed, you know, salvage site. Can you please, you know, beam us up, Scotty, or some such thing, you know? But just go up and around this corner. And there's a save sphere, so you can save it. And I was just making sure I had Gun Mage. Unfortunately, I thought the Flame Breath from this boss, because I knew that there was a blue bullet called Flame Breath, but you don't get it from that enemy. So I kind of wasted like a little bit of time trying to like wait for this boss to like hit me. But as I say, we are that over leveled. It is not going to be it's not going to be a problem at all. So obviously once we clear up this boss. So with that boss cleared, we are basically going to collect a brand new Dressphere, the White Mage Dressphere, and then we just journey back and meet up with Waka, and then he has a little kind of discussion about what he thought the sphere was. But this unlocks the White Mage Dressphere, which is a very powerful healing Dressphere and support Dressphere in the game. It comes with Cure, Curaga, you know, Life, Full Life, Protect, Shell, Reflect, Regen, those kind of things. And what's really handy in this game in particular is that Protect and Shell, they are all party casts. So you literally cast Protect once and it applies to the entire party. Cast Shell once applies to the entire party. So it's just a lot more powerful, which obviously is, you know, brilliant for us. But I'm just going to run back, and then Waka has this whole cutscene where what he was looking for was an old sphere of his parents and just his kind of identity as a father and what that means to him. But in the treasure sphere here, because we watch it in a cutscene, we don't have to go back and watch it at Shinra's, you know, collection to get the percentage, which is great. And basically, it's just showing us a mysterious treasure chest at the top of the waterfalls. And we're going to get that a bit later on in the series, but just not right now. So I'm going to just pause and let the cutscenes play. But once we get back to the airship, we get to then level up our White Mage Dressphere. So I'll show you that when we get there.
Brother.
He was a crusader. Now he's gone on to the far plane. Fiend got our parents not long after Chapu was born. We were both too young to remember their faces, you know? When we were kids, we got into a fight one time, and Chapu said, "I found a sphere with Mom and Dad in it, but I'm not telling you where it is."
And you never asked him?
I was too boneheaded to let my little brother win. So I went on without asking until I just forgot about it. Then yesterday, talking with you made me think about it again. Chapu used to play in this cave, so I thought maybe he found a sphere here, yeah? But when I came to look, I got to thinking.
About what?
See, I got this picture of my parents in my head, yeah? Strong and kind. Whenever things got tough, those are the parents I imagined. But their real faces might be totally different, yeah? I think about that, and I'm not so sure I really want to know. I was sitting there trying to figure out what to do, and then you guys showed up.
Oh, that's our Waka.
The sphere might still be somewhere on the island. Should we look for it?
Nah, that's all right. I'm through worrying about that stuff. What's past is past, yeah? Can't let it get to me. I'm going to be a father soon. Gotta pull it together.
That's right, Dad.
Huh. But, just how am I supposed to pull it together? Sure wish I had something to go by, you know?
You read me? You guys about finished down there? Brother's starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, we'll be back soon.
Yeah!
So we are back on the airship, and we are going to go for a beeline straight to Shinra, and we are going to be leveling up these this new Dressphere. So this is the trick with getting AP from jobs like White Mage, because the healing has to actually apply. In other words, if you're just kind of spamming healing and it's not actually healing anything, you don't actually gain AP, funny enough. The same thing with like using potions. If you're just spamming potions that isn't actually healing anything, it isn't ideal. So if you go to the fight with the two kind of ogre guys in the monster arena, they kind of attack quick enough and your defense as a white mage is low enough that you're almost always getting healing done 2 damage. And what's also super important is the fact that there's actually a cap. You only can gain 99 AP before it caps out, and then you won't earn any more. And so basically, before that, sorry, we're going to do some monster capturing. So because we fought the salamander, if you now throw a large capture pod, you actually can collect the boss. And this is going to be really important to level up this little guy, because, well, little guy is actually a large creature, but he actually will unlock a super cool enemy for us to fight later. So just throw down a pod once you've beaten the salamander in the cave. And then obviously I've kind of done a few of these off screen, because obviously if you level up fully a creature, and you'll see here that there's no information. Basically, once you level them up 5 times or 6 times, it'll eventually say something, and then when you release it, you'll unlock a new enemy. But that's all I will say for the moment. But for now, we're going to want to fight the 2 ogres, because as well as that, they're not casting spells and stuff, so they just aren't taking up time with loading stuff. But basically, with the girls on the Intrepid Garment grid, they're getting 3 times the AP gain. So realistically, when you're having What's the word I'm trying to say? When you're having them grind, the best thing to do is just count the number of times they use prey. So if you're starting with Riku or you're starting with Yuna, just count the number of times she prays, and once you get to 33, with 3 times AP gain, you've gained 99. You can kill the enemies or escape or whatever you want to do, and then just restart the fight until all of the stuff is done. But again, we get to like watch the super cute magical girl transformations. So I decided to leave them in just so we can see it. But yeah, like a lot of Dove symbolism and stuff. And we love compassionate pain. It's like, listen, I heal you if I have to, but like you should be looking after yourself and like not getting injured, basically. So compassionate, but like a tinge of, but you're an idiot for getting hurt in the first place, though, really. So.
And now for some Riku brand white magic goodness.
Again, Riku just being full of pep. But now Yuna is like transforming back into her like original role, and I just love Yuna in an awful lot of these Dresspheres because she's just harboring the classic Brotherhood sword for Tidus, her classic staff for White Mage, like Nirvana for, you know, Black Mage. It's just amazing, you know? And then obviously once they are sphere gridding out, the staff just shatters into dove feathers, which is super nice. And again, the Gun Mage is just such a beautiful Dressphere. Like, we love the kind of Valve 4 arcane magical sigil circle. That's super cute. But yeah, basically, I'm gonna just maybe cut the episode a little bit short today and then just do Zanarkand next. But yeah, when we start back the next episode, we will have White Mage fully upgraded, fully learned, fully mastered. And then we're off to Zanarkand. And then it's nearly chapter 1 completed, guys. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I will see you shortly. Bye-bye.
I will be our shield.